Hello guys, today we are going to take a look back at the Super Famicom, or the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, as it was called outside of Japan. So, I'd like to share a few interesting facts about the Super Nintendo. It was actually the first... My bit rate's kinda high. So... Anyways, I have to disregard this message for now because... Okay, so... The first thing was, it was the first game console to come out in the Heisei era. Now, the Heisei era is any year between 1989 and 2019. So effectively, when this console came out, it was Heisei 2, or 1990. And year zero of Heisei is actually 1988. So you have to subtract. If you want to convert, like, for example, 2017 to a Heisei year, you have to subtract by 1988. And you get Heisei 29. Also, Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I wish I could roll my bitrate right now, but I couldn't. So, Super Nintendo Entertainment System had two different, like, parts, I should say. The first one is, and when it comes to region locking, there are two important parts. First is the CIC chip. Even though Japan and the US use the same CIC chip, Europe and Korea use a different one. And as for the consoles, Europe and Japan and North America almost have the same internals. The only difference is the exterior, but of course you could just buy an adapter and for the Japanese version, or for the US version, you could just snap out the tabs. It's one of the easiest console mods ever. Because all you need is pliers. If you did it a little bit rough, then you could also use a Dremel too. It's a very easy process. But the reason South Korean games will not play on a North American SNES or Japanese Super Famicom is because South Korea, or Hyundai Electronics, which is now SK Hynix, used a European lockout chip, like they did with the NES release in Korea. Plus, the Famicom and NES were able to coexist in South Korea because of the Famicom came out in 1983, so it was still the Fifth Republic, which is basically a dictatorship. And when Nintendo officially released the NES in Korea, South Korea was already a democracy. It's really funny how in one decade the political climate in South Korea could change. But it's the same thing with Super Famicom and SNES Korean version, because I saw them coexist in Yongsan when I went there last year. Okay, so without beating around the bush, let's just play some games. Now, the first game we have in mind is Super Mario World. It is considered one of the best Mario games because we get to see Yoshi officially, and this has a ton of exploration. So you have to do this. It's really easy to get one up here. My bitrate's kind of high, but so I got hit. So now, actually, I'll let you in on a little secret. Don't tell Nintendo. I'm actually playing on a SNES Classic. Thankfully, I got one months before it's discontinued in North America. Now, you could also import one from Europe, but it's going to be identical internally to the North American one. Although I heard a lot of people like the European SNES better. As for the design. And unlike the PlayStation Classic, which is a huge failure, the SNES Classic comes with NTSC games, regardless of region. So let's say you're in, to my viewers in the United Kingdom, or something, you'll play the faster NTSC... I died. You'll play the faster NTSC versions of Super Mario World, because, if you know anything, PAL is 50 Hz and NTSC is 60 Hz, or more accurately, 5994. The reason for 5994 is traced back to like the 1950s, I guess, because when they were inventing color TV, they had this thing called dot curl, and to minimize the effect, they had to divide by 1.001. So, for example, and Japan did end up using NTSC, even though their electricity grid is split into 50 Hz and 60 Hz. The reason for this is because, electric grid disparity is because in Japan, when electricity was introduced to the country, there were two competing standards in two different areas. The first one is 50 Hz, which is imported from Germany. And the second one was 60 Hz, which was imported from the United States. However, as these grids expanded, there was a lot of, there's a problem, like, and the problem is that this game's, actually, when the grids grew, there was like some frequency conversion problems. Now, Tecmo has outlined in his videos repeatedly that he has to use a converter to use American equipment, not just voltage but also frequency, because Japanese electronics usually run on both 50 and 60 Hz at 100 volts. Although 120 volt outlets would not really kill the Super Famicom, because the thing is, the 120, because a lot of early American outlets were 100 volts. Like, you see it in really old appliances. That it can, so, if you use a Japanese Super Famicom or something, you should be fine. So this is actually a pretty dangerous part, because you get crushed. You also have the all scroll too. That was so close. Da, 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 da. Oh, I have to fight this guy. This guy's actually easier than a second Bowser fight in Super Mario 64. And speaking about which, don't tell Nintendo either. I played a PC port, and it was actually pretty fun. Because there were a bunch of improvements and stuff, such as 60 frames, widescreen, HD support, upscale textures. However, you will have to compile it yourself. As for this version of Super Mario World, it looks like a normal one, right? So I'm going to save the game, and I'm also going to image 2. I'm going to create a save state, because apparently that's a thing in So that's the first game. The second game I'd like to take a look at is A Link to the Past. This is actually one of the best games in the series by many. I really liked the Mode 7 effects in the Super Nintendo. It was really advanced. And you could actually type stuff, so let's just and help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard has done something to our missing girls. Now only I remain. Neem has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Well, guess I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Well, who follows the rules anyways? So you got the lamp, which is mandatory. Now, I thought picking up weeds was why or something because I played too much Animal Crossing. And unfortunately, the Nintendo 64 Mini is not a reality because right now ARM processors, the cheap ARM processors, are really hard to like develop like develop Nintendo 64 emulators for. So although flagship phones could do it fine, to release a Nintendo 64 Mini at $100 requires massive power. Plus, Nintendo 64 is a more complex system because of its architecture, its programming. Okay, so that's how you get in. And oh man, I'm in a dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside. Alright, so we... Lucas, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Sword and shield and listen. Focus, power on the blade, hold the B button. Lucas is using the secret technique handed out by you. Lucas, you can... Okay, so we got the sword. And speaking of which, I did in fact get alienated. Now, you don't have 3 hearts in this game, so they got 3 rupees. Okay, so we're outside, so... What are we, Animal Crossing? No, I got that habit from Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh crap. Actually the B button is for a sword. Okay, we stormed the castle, but... Oh shit. I'm on health. Okay, so it's kill one of the guards. I only got a rupee. Health is more important. I heard Breath from the Wild there's this thing called stamina, which is really important because stamina is can determine how far you walk, how far you can swim, and stuff. Oh come on! I need some more work. It'd take a lot of damage. So let's break this. Now this game also has a bunch of exploration aspects too. Now this is actually a pretty dangerous room. Keep pressing the wrong. I'm gonna die. Yup, I died. Yeah, it's because I was not focused. I don't know why the game over theme is the file select game. Okay, so we... Now, I'd like to discuss about bailing out rioters and the gaming industry's willingness to do it. First of all, I am extremely critical of that. It's like wishing to get your house robbed or something. And yet, many gamers, like the Humble Bundle, for example, the Humble Bundle, actually supports the Bail Project, which basically bails out, rioters. Like, it's supported by big celebrities, such as Ariana Grande, too. I'm not sure about Ariana Grande, but what I've heard is she not only supports Black Lives Matter, which, by the way, is a creation of the People's Republic of China. Oh wait, that goes back. Oh yeah, I did get hard thankfully. But a few years ago in her concert, she actually showed sympathy for a dangerous ideology, then got attacked by the same people. I mean, then her concert got attacked by the same people who she shown sympathy for. I won't say what it is because it is actually against community guidelines, or so they say, because he said, because even though the guidelines officially say you cannot harass anyone based on their nationality, they're still okay with harassing Americans. Or even inciting violence against Americans. There's a ton of anti-US sentiment in, on the internet. There's a ton of it because the only reason there's a ton of that sentiment in the internet is because big tech companies push their propaganda on unsuspecting people. And you know the danger of propaganda too. like, these last few months have seen, like, massive propaganda efforts by the big tech companies. Thankfully, I'm not sure about the Instagram page in the US, but last time I connected, from the US servers, I think they got rid of the racial justice guidelines. Also, there's some other concerns I have too, such as, like, actually this is a fall zone. I got a key, but I did get a map, so I need to press X. Yeah, he fell. And you get nothing in return. There's nothing. I'm really bad at this game. Yup. I died. Okay, so the next game we're going to cover is Star Fox. This is a really innovative game because it uses the Super FX chip. And you could get like 3D graphics. So this game came out in 1993. Exactly 20 years before Pokemon X and Y. By the way, Pokemon X and Y was super laggy. That's why I hated that game. Although Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had some general improvements, it's not until Sun and Moon that the game started running smoothly on 3DS. And just so you know, part of my recent depression had to do with the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and the PS4 and Xbox One. And again, it was because of my crush. I'm gonna play the game. Now I suck at this. So you have to complete stage 1 before you can unlock. Now this game will track. No, this SNES Mini will track if you've beaten this stage. So the graphics were impressive at the time. Now the frame rate's low because of the capabilities of the Super Nintendo and Super FX chip. But I heard that you could overclock the Super FX chip and get better performance. But Pokemon X and Y had too many serious frame rate problems to the point that it's unplayable. Like, so I know what piece of crap. Now draw distance is very low. Now, I've been to the Fushimi Inari Shrine 3 years ago. Up on. To watch where I was firing. Yes. And actually, the developers of this game had a fun idea. How about we, you don't only have words in now. We could do a barrel roll. Just stuff that can fall. Just gotta be careful. I'll just pull this ball to the side. Fall randomly to trigger it. And then they fall randomly. Let's see if we can. Watch her name. Oh, we're at the boss. That boss is pretty friggin' big. Can you use... That was so close, actually. I defeated the boss. Let's go to the asteroids.
Good luck.
See, we set your shield now. We'll go pretty good first person view. It's actually pretty impressive for the time. I heard that there's a similar, like, Rogue Squadron for the GameCube. Has a similar thing too. That's an R1. Oh jeez, these mines. Holy shit. Am I about to die in space? Yup. I died. Looks very depressing. This is probably going to be the last game I'm going to cover, because this stream was not planned as far as advanced as the other ones. Although I'm going to probably do a Cold Steel 3 stream on July 29th to talk about how Windows 10 destroyed the Microsoft Windows with its automatic updates, its adware, and also how Microsoft had literally lost. It's no longer its former self, like its Windows XP self. I also have to talk about several stuff too, like indoctrination in schools, because unfortunately I was one of those. I did get indoctrinated for like 4 years in high school and 8 years total, but thankfully I broke out of it around 2018 when all this SJW stuff was happening. Then, in the end, but more importantly, I died in this level, so I have 2 more chances at this, because asteroid. This is actually a pretty dangerous stage because you don't have that much control over the view. I switched to third person view. The first person view is actually not helpful. I got hit because now a tip for this game: anything that shines red in this game, like Coke, help me. Alright. I saved. Now I don't have that much shield left. Oh kind of looks like Japan sinks 2020. Couldn't even watch that anime because, but if it was between Alicization and Japan Sinks 2020, I'd probably pick Japan Sinks 2020. I don't know why I have a grudge against Alicization compared to the other seasons. Everyone else was like, oh, it's the greatest season ever. Not in my opinion. And you could feel alienated just by your opinions. And that's the fitting end I talked about earlier. So after the broadcast of the first episode of the final season yesterday, there were discussions about it. And somehow I became an unknown person to my friends. And I thought about getting like a bocce desk, which is basically a tent, or bocce tent, which is an indoor tent where indoor tent for like studying and stuff. Like you could use it for entrance exams or something, but I probably want to use it to like isolate myself, because you know I am an introvert, and introverts are best at just trying to live life how they see fit. Because the truth is, college is. We started learning that a lot of major colleges and universities in the U.S. are actually receiving funding from the Chinese government. Oh yeah, and I do have some fun facts about the Korean Peninsula. I was watching a bunch of videos that came out this year about Crash Landing on You, and it was oh, I got hit. And in that game, in that Korean drama, they talked about polygon 6. So there is a Mind your own business. Yeah, everyone, Falco has a different personality than, so these Astros actually shoot stuff. I'm using my imagination because this is one of the first. Oh, it's so weird. Should we? Oh, this is uncharged me. Oh, we have an enemy coming. I think we have 4 no thingies. So you only want to attack when there's should blow massive damage, but didn't. I missed. Should rely entirely on Earth. Actually, this. Oh, it's this one. Around no girls. Defeat it. Got the core. Yeah, we beat that boss. So, I think I did get a live bonus. What's that? Continue. So you go through the space armada. Should be a harder stage.
Good luck.
So we're entering Andros territory. Sure, it's the first person. It is possible. Going in. Oh wait. I love the wireframe graphics. This game actually runs at a really low frame rate, so. That would show up. I got killed by my own explosion. Actually, I unlocked Star Fox 2. It's really nice indeed. So, all I have to say is, thank you for watching, and remember to stay hydrated.